There's a lot of information kind of flowing between a lot of different people and a lot of different platforms that we have to be mindful of. So we had our master Google sheet that had every role that we approved in our plan. It was dynamic. So as people would leave, we're adding their backfills, and then eventually a backfill needs to switch roles to a different kind of thing. So it's all tracking in this one spreadsheet where we get some of that information through email. So that's typically how you'd find out someone was leaving before they were updated, and namely working with the recruiters on where they're at in all of this. So one big spreadsheet managing all these channels, and then having to digest that spreadsheet and get it into our budgeting tool, which was that's a big upload file on itself to keep track of everything. Just a lot of work keeping up what's changing in this Google sheet that we're sharing with HR and talent teams, having a separate spreadsheet that you're sharing with the business owners so that they can have visibility into their department's hiring, and then also needing to get it into our budgeting tool. And while this is happening, there might be promotions happening and things like that, which are all handled in different ways. So just a lot of manual work. We had it where each business partner was making their own updates, but it became when you have too many people making edits in one thing, something's updated or something gets updated accidentally. And then the one person who owns it all doesn't really know because someone else made changes. So we stripped everyone's edit access and just had one person managing it, which was a lot, but it was the way we could avoid mistakes and also feel like that sheet was the most accurate it possibly could be. So the tool that we ended up getting was TeamOhana. And I think we signed that about 3 months ago. We implemented, and it's saved us a ton of time, especially coming into a new fiscal year. It made our planning process a lot smoother, and we were able to get up and running in a couple of weeks and fully linked to Namely and Greenhouse. So we're basically using it to get all the right information, and it added a lot of confidence going into our plan that we weren't missing anything. So it's saved me a lot of the time. I've always been in the approval process for headcount. So just having a tool that I can trust is accurate when approvals come through has saved me a lot of time and made me confident in those approvals. The person who was fully managing this process, after he left, we backfilled him, but he's actually spending zero time on this. He's doing completely other things. I think it's been a big help too for our talent teams. I think it was a little frustrating for them when they'd have hiring managers saying one thing, it wasn't on our approved sheet, or maybe it was and it just didn't get updated correctly or something like that. So I think there was a lot of friction kind of playing this telephone game between hiring manager, recruiting, and finance. And so now by having this tool, everyone can be on the same page. And there's also the audit history, change tracking management. So we can follow a headcount if it changed roles throughout its hiring cycle and have a better picture than what we had before.